Now at 5, Tax Day is here, and it has protesters teed off. Live pictures from Fort Lauderdale, where many of them have gathering these tea parties. Their events getting underway, and 7's Derek Hayward is outside the Federal Building in Broward, where those folks have gotten together. Derek?
Craig, quite a crowd has gathered here, and more arriving every second here at Broward Boulevard and Northeast 3rd Avenue. They've now taken up position on this side of Broward, as well as you can see on the other side, where we have barricades set up, police horses, and a huge police presence to try to keep everything in order here. Tax Day may be the worst day of the year for most of us, but for the Tea Party people, Tax Day amounts to the biggest day. This anti-big government, anti-tax rally in Fort Lauderdale is just one of approximately 2,000 going on around the country. Their signs proclaim we pay too much in taxes and we are headed down a murky road towards a socialist America.
What we're trying to do is get some grassroots going back the way we used to be and not the way we're headed.
If you bailing out the big countries, the big corporations, but the people is not getting bailed out. You see my point?
To Tea Party members, Tax Day is D-Day, naming themselves after the so-called Tea Party in Boston Harbor in 1773, when English tea was tossed overboard by colonialists dressed as Indians to protest English taxation.
It's the original site of the original Tea Party. I love Boston.
Yesterday, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin whipped up the crowd in modern-day Boston Harbor.
Americans now spend 100 days out of the year working for government before we even start earning money for ourselves.
The target of these 2,000 or so Tea Party protests across America today, President Obama, who symbolizes to them big government and more taxes. He paid his own tax bill $1.5 million.
We need to end the bailouts, end the abuse of the working people, end the government intrusion, return the United States government to the United States Constitution.
In Washington, D.C., Tea Party co-founder Mark Williams tried to distance the Tea Party from what he called the lunatic fringe, hangers-on, who used racial slurs against black congressmen who supported the health care reform.
It is impossible to be a racist and be a human rights advocate. So to anybody who thinks that those idiots who hang around the fringes with misspelled signs have anything to do with us, I got news for you.
These are really good American people that just want their American freedoms kept, and they don't want to be taxed to death. And they're just good people. There's one or two bad apples in every group that comes together, but honestly, 99% of these people who come out here are just true patriotic Americans that love this country.
Now, the National Tea Party Federation has urged participants to use their cameras to capture any obnoxious or hateful behavior. They want to try to identify anyone like that, and if they're activists, they will discipline them. But they're also trying to figure out if they're being infiltrated by opponents out to embarrass them. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Derek Hayward, 7 News.